Hey everybody, Neil Thompson here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. Oh, I'm also the founder of Teach the Geek, as you can tell from the background. To learn more about that, you can go to teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. I wrote a piece for Inc. magazine, and it had to do with being someone who's presenting at a pitch competition and what you can do to hopefully ingratiate yourself to the pitch judges. And it all has to do with using LinkedIn. Hopefully, you all are avid LinkedIn users. I know I am. Oh yeah, my mic's plugged in. We're good. But so hopefully you're able to find out who the pitch judges are before the competition. If it's not advertised, you could always ask the organizers who the pitch judges are going to be. And then you'll go to LinkedIn, you'll look up their profiles and you'll study them carefully. And you're doing that because they're going to have questions after you give your pitch, and the questions will most likely be based on their own backgrounds. So if you go through their experience section, you see a lot of business development type roles. Well, then you know this person is more of a business type person, so they're going to ask you more business type questions. But if you go through their profile and you see they're more technical roles, perhaps they were scientists, or the CTOs or the VPs of R&D at their companies, they're likely going to ask you more technical based questions. So then you're going to be able to answer those types of questions better because you know what their backgrounds are. At least it gives you a good sense of what kinds of questions they'll ask you. And then once you're done looking through their profile, studying them to figure out what kind of questions they're going to ask you, if they're active users on LinkedIn, if they post often or if they post at all, you comment and like their posts. And if you're going to comment on a post, don't just say good post. I agree. You want your post to be a bit, or your answer to be a bit more insightful. And actually, a way you can make a more insightful answer is using Chat GPT. It's a bit of a hack. So you can copy and paste their post into Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT to come up with an insightful response to this post. And you can use that as well, at least you'll have something to work with. And then you can make changes to that, what Chat GPT spits out to then respond to their comment on their post. ChatGPT is wonderful. I don't know what the hell we did before before it existed. So now you're collecting and commenting on their posts. You at some point you're going to have to give this pitch presentation, and they're going to ask you those questions afterwards, and hopefully you'll be better prepared to answer those questions. So now once the pitch presentation is over, make sure that you connect with them on LinkedIn and try to maintain the relationship as best you can. Continue to like and comment on their posts, and then also try to be a resource to them. So often people are looking into what they can get out of people and not what they can give people. But I've often found that when you give to people, they're way more likely to give in return. Reciprocity is just wonderful. So you've studied their profile, you know what they're about essentially. You've been commenting and liking their posts, so you have a better sense of who they are. So now then you also have a better sense of what they can use and what could be helpful to them, and go out and look for such things and provide them to them. Perhaps it's a connection to somebody that you know. Perhaps it's a white paper or a YouTube video or a podcast episode that you watched that you thought could be of use to them. Offer to send them those things, and you'll be top of mind to these people. Remember, they've already seen you give your pitch, and regardless of whether you even win the pitch, you're going to be way more memorable than possibly even the winner of the pitch because you've been in contact with them. So in the event that you actually need something from them, you're way more likely to get something from them. Or even if you were to ask them for something, because you've been this resource, because you've been helpful, now they're way more likely to help you, as opposed to those people who just ask for things and never offer anything. You don't want to be one of those. Be a giver, not a taker. Well, be a giver and a taker, but give first, take later. So hopefully this has been helpful. And I certainly will leave a link to the Inc. article in the YouTube description, so you can delve even further into what I said in the article. And hopefully this has been helpful. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. Until next time, take care and stay safe.